So we are very happy to be here at Watches and Wonders this year. And as you are saying, so we are celebrating 270 years of fine watchmaking. And I would say more than that. In fact, since its creation, Vacheron Constantin in 1755, actually we never ceased to make watches. So there is not a single interruption in the production of Vacheron Constantin since 1755. So in a nutshell, we are crossing 4 centuries of fine watchmaking, and we are celebrating this anniversary through beautiful watches, novelties, but we will also organize other events all around the world. Notably exhibitions speaking about our heritage, legacy, and of course our watchmaking art in general. The quest is really the central message for the anniversary. So the quest is talking about the quest for excellency in terms of watchmaking art, obviously. By watchmaking art, I mean not only, let's say, complications, but also on the art of finishing, because we are still finishing our movements by hand. So we have a dedicated team of specialists who are doing hand beveling, hand chamfering. So this is another part of, of the quest for excellence. When we talk about quest for the quest in general, it's talking about also about design, and we are also celebrating our classic yet sophisticated and elegant design through the quest as well. And the quest is about, carry on with this with watchmaking tradition for the next, 100 and more years. I would like to talk about vintage. So obviously, since we have this uninterrupted presence since 270 years, obviously the secondary market is very important for us. So a lot of young clients are very interested into vintage watches. Certainly because in the notion of vintage watches, there is this notion of the maker doing a watch himself with the hands. And also the vintage watches and the vintage Vacheron Constantin watches, they are showcasing as well the ability that they have to transcend the time, transcend decades. And I think this is something which really interests our young clientele. Of course, in addition, when I speak about the young generations and Vacheron Constantin, I think that, our watchmaking art, our style is expressed through many different collections. So we are doing ladies watching, we are doing dress watches, we are doing sport elegant watches. We're also reinventing vintage watches, such as the 222, for example. So these are all doors in which the young generation can come and visit us. So this is another tricky question, in the sense that for sure, I would say watchmaking art and technical watchmaking is at the very heart of the manufacture. But we also take great care about decorative crafts, so métier d'art. But to come back to your question, I think the watch behind me, which is the Solaria, and Solaria is also, I would say, encapsulating, all these different facets of Vacheron Constantin watchmaking art in one single piece, which needed 8 years to be completed. And this is a very innovative timepiece. We have no less than 13 patents to cover the timepiece. I think that we have several collections. I'm thinking about overseas, a good start, since overseas is really, a sport elegant timepiece. In addition, we have a classic collections such as tradition and patrimony, which are in a way very much reflecting the style of Vacheron Constantin, elegance, sophistication, refinement. Obviously 56, which is probably a more relaxed way to wear a classic Vacheron Constantin. And of course, the historic collection, in which we are revisiting timepieces from the past, like the American 1921 or the chronograph Comte de Vache or the 222 from 1977. For this anniversary year, we have developed a kind of discrete signature. So this is a 270s logo that can be found, for example, on the Solaria, on the watch face. On the traditional and patrimony watches of the anniversary, it is engraved in the movements, and on some of the watches, it can be found on the back of the case. So it's another little sign concerning the anniversary. So I think with this great heritage and legacy of 270 years of watchmaking experience, so on one side, I think it's very important to to take care about these traditions and to be able to maintain a sensible link between where we come from, between the past, between what we have done in the past. However, we absolutely have to create watches which are perfectly relevant in the world in which we are living today. So I would say this is really the challenge of the designers, and this is what is so important for us, to maintain absolutely this precious and sensible link between our heritage and the world of today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.